Hey there, RMPs and responders. We are going to go through this week's hypothetical. I am Chrissy Brooks with Health and Safety, and get out your decision tree. Let's get started. So this is for week ending 11/23. All right, we're going to work through our decision tree and response sheets, work through our decision tree and response sheets, reading every word out loud because it's good practice and it keeps our mind fresh. So this is our situation. You are called to a box with a corrosive 8 hazard label that is leaking. It has created a small brown puddle on the floor in a trailer. The liquid is spreading on the floor from this box. There are no fumes that irritate the skin, visible fumes, smoke, or irritating odors. The ingredients on the bottle do list hydrofluoric acid as the second ingredient. The pH tests at a 4. So answer the questions below based on this scenario. So let's go through our decision tree. We're going to read every word. Revised October 2023 leaking package decision tree, designated responders, small package. Is the leaking package generating heat, smoke, visible fumes, vapors, irritating the skin or eyes in any way, or leaking too large of a quantity to absorb or neutralize with available supplies? No. Does the package have a diamond hazard label? It does. So we're going to move right on. Is the package bearing a diamond hazard label with one of these materials prohibited in the UPS small package system? Explosive 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4b, 1.4f, or 1.4g. Blasting agent 1.5d, inhalation hazard 2 or inhalation hazard 6, poison gas 2, spontaneously combustible 4, poison 6 or toxic 6, radioactive 7, yellow 2 and 3, fizzle 7. All no, we've got a corrosive. So next box, is the package bearing a diamond hazard label with one of these materials in the UPS small package system? Explosive 1.4c, 1.4d, 1.4e, 1.4s, or 1.6n. Dangerous when wet 4, infectious substance 6, radioactive 7, white 1, or does the package contain spilled mercury? Again, those are all no. So we're going to go over here to our green box. Can you determine by any visible means, labels, shipping records, etc., that the package contains a household product such as paint, personal care products, or common household chemicals? No. It is a phosphoric acid solution. So we are going to end up in our yellow box right here. Package and related spill must be handled by the UPS designated responders. Refer to the appropriate response sheet for hazards and PPE. Follow response action steps to clean up the spill. If SCBA is required but not available, do not attempt to clean up the spill. Follow the chain of command and notify your environmental coordinator. So our answer in this one is going to be yellow box. We went to our yellow box. And the response sheet that we're going to use is going to be the corrosive sheet. I'm going to go ahead and read through the corrosive sheets on our response sheet so that we can be familiar. Corrosive is one that we see a lot of. So I would really, really like you to go ahead and read through the entire corrosive page so that you can know what you need to do with these kinds of damages. So, hazard response sheet for corrosive liquid or solid. Hazard, contact may cause burns to the eyes or skin. Fire may produce irritating or poisonous gases. May be poisonous if inhaled, swallowed, or absorbed through the skin. Skin contact may be poisonous. If producing visible fumes or there is noticeable skin irritation due to the fumes or vapors, do not attempt to continue this cleanup. Follow the chain of command. Notify your environmental coordinator and an outside responder must be called in immediately. Personal protective equipment that is required is going to be your goggles, your boots, your apron, your silver shield liners, and your gloves. If there is an irritating odor, smoke, or visible fumes that affect the eyes, nose, or throat, it says an SCBA must be used. No one is using SCBA anymore, so we will be calling our environmental coordinator if you feel like it's something that you need an SCBA for. Response action steps. It is not a solid, so we're going to skip that one. Liquid, do not use Zepsorbent or clay-based absorbent on hydrofluoric acid spills. So we are going to tear off approximately 5 inches of pH indicator tape and immerse it in our spilled liquid. We're going to match the pH tape color to the closest color on the pH tape dispenser. If the test indicates that the spilled material is an alkaline or an acid, not in the 6 to 9 pH range, Carefully apply sodium bicarbonate. Sodium bicarbonate mixed with acids produces a fizzing reaction. However, when mixed with alkalines, there is no fizzing reaction. Retest the spilled material with the pH tape to ensure that the pH is within the neutral range of 6 to 9. If the pH is not within the neutral range, carefully reapply sodium bicarbonate and retest until the spilled material is neutralized. Using a wooden stir stick, mix ZEP sorbent with the spilled material until the proper ZEP consistency is met. If ZEP is not available, use universal clay absorbent. Do not use ZEP sorbent on hydrofluoric acid spills or the clay-based. Spills containing hydrofluoric acid, we are going to continue to add sodium bicarbonate to absorb and solidify the material. So instead of using ZEP or clay-based, we're going to completely solidify it with our sodium bicarbonate. Place all the absorbed material into a lined spill tray using a plastic shovel, fiber broom, or plastic dustpan. Ensure that all spill residue is removed from the spill location. Transport the package to the service center for further processing. Waste disposal and decontamination. Process liquids containing hydrofluoric acid through the DMP as a liquid. For containers that have spilled and cannot be closed, add sodium bicarbonate to neutralize, absorb, and solidify remaining hydrofluoric acid. Sodium bicarbonate mixed with acids produces a fizzing reaction and has the potential of off-gassing. This is a normal reaction. UPS small package. Designated responders shall refer to the waste disposal flowchart for proper disposition of the package contents and contaminated packaging or material. Salvageable portions of any package with hazardous material shipping papers must be repacked in a salvage drum and returned to the shipper. All non waste must be properly bagged and labeled before disposing of in the trash. Refer to your decontamination checklist after the response and disposal process is completed. Decontaminate any areas of the body or equipment that may have been exposed by utilizing the decontamination checklist. So before you start working on your corrosive damage, you need to read through this page and make sure that you're doing everything correctly. We don't want to mix ZEP or clay-based with that hydrofluoric acid. So make sure that you're reading your response sheet first, then start acting on that damage. Obviously, if it's going down a drain, if it's in danger of leaking outside of the trailer, etc., get that cleaned up quickly. But then we really need to be aware of where we're at if we have hydrofluoric acid. All right, next page. Can you sign into ETT with your own rack FID and token? I really hope that's a yes. If it's not, please reach out to your health and safety soup. Can you find the most current waste disposal flowchart? Again, I really hope that's a yes. Hint, it is in the upper right-hand corner in the Operator's Quick Reference Guide. So find your Operator's Quick Reference Guide on the main ETT page up in the upper right-hand corner, and you should be able to find the waste disposal flowchart. When you do find it, this is what it's going to look like. So we are going to ask which box on the waste disposal flowchart did the damage lead to. So let's go back up and go through our chart. So we have a spilled or leaking liquid or powder package that has been surrendered to the DMP. Has it spilled outside of a vehicle, except when inside of a facility, or entered a drain, or has reportable quantity listed on the shipping papers? All no. So, does the spilled product fall into one of these categories? Nicotine or other acute hazardous waste, biohazard substance or biomedical, pressurized cylinder, DEA controlled substance, pharmaceuticals, or explosives? Again, all no. Are the contents verified as non via ETT? No. Definitely not. We had a diamond hazard label, so we know that they're not going to be a non. And the green box is the sum of the remaining liquids of the same product, 3 gallons or more, or giving off a noxious odor, or hydrofluoric acid. So yes, we're ending up with a yes. So we're going to end up in this green box right here. Refer to the Operator's Quick Reference Guide, DMP disposal of damaged packages as liquids. So if we have hydrofluoric acid, we are going to solidify anything that has spilled outside of the container. And then if we can screw the lid tightly on that container, no matter how much there is, if there's 5 ounces, if there's 24 ounces, if there's more than 3 gallons, no matter how much there is, we are not going to mess with it. We're going to tighten that lid back up. We're going to put it into the bag as liquid present. So we're going to be check marking, is there unabsorbed liquid present? Yes. And we're going to be check marking that we have a container with liquid when we're inputting into our DMN. If you have questions about that, please reach out to me so that I can help you with it. I don't want you putting ZEP or clay-based on hydrofluoric acid. That's not a good result, so we need to make sure that we're very clear on how to process this damage with hydrofluoric acid. So we ended up in this green box with liquid present, so we want to check mark that box, and we're going to click our next button here. Can you find a copy of a previously submitted DMN and ETT to either print it or to confirm it? Hopefully this is a yes. If you're check marking no help, please email your health and safety supervisor and ask for help. And do you have access to your team email account? Again, I really hope it's a yes. If it's a no, email that health and safety supervisor to get you access. All right, then we're going to input our name. And we're going to input our employee number correctly. I'm still ending up with probably about 10 or 12 of you that are not inputting your employee ID correctly. We are going to say Omaha, and I happen to be in the Monarch building, which is not quite a drop down yet, also known as the former Elkhorn Valley area. All right, we're going to submit it, and then once you hit this field, you are done. Yay! Hypothetical completed. I will put the link for this hypothetical down in the description of this video so that you can complete it if you did not complete it right along with us. And I hope you have a great week. Make sure you get your hypo done. Make sure that your responders get your hypo done. And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching.